Alrighty guys, hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be rating just 25 gacha games, but I'm going to be rating these games. I've just chosen a random selection of games to essentially rate on a tier list, which is what we're going to be doing today. As you can see, these are the games that I've chosen, and I'm going to go over each individual one and explain to you why. Some of them are bad, some of them are good, and some of them are amazing. So, we're just going to go through kind of this list, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Now, we're going to be starting off with Genshin. I just want to get this one out of the way. Everyone knows what Genshin is. Everyone's played it at this point. And it's going to be going pretty much right at the top. And the reason being is, yes, Genshin does have its issues, but you've got to remember, this game has way higher production value than pretty much every other gacha game on the market currently. There's amazing graphics, good story, full proper voice acting. Like, it's just there's so much on a higher level than literally everything else out there at the moment. And the rest of the gacha market is starting to catch up. There's some really cool things coming out like Wuthering Waves, Tower of Fantasy, some really cool big games that might be able to compete with Genshin. But currently Genshin still is the top and is the king of gacha gaming currently. So it's going to be going straight into the SSS. I don't think anyone can really refute that. Next up we've got Arknights. I'm going to be chucking this one into S or A. Hold on a minute, I need to think about this. Yeah, I think I'm going to chuck that into the S. I think Arknights is a very, very solid gacha game. It's got amazing gameplay, great characters and art. The events and everything are all free-to-play friendly and very, very good overall. I think Arknights is just a great game overall, and if you want a good gacha game to jump into, definitely recommend checking this one out. So next up we have Afk Arena. I don't really know where to chuck this one, if I'm going to be honest. It's probably just a C. Like, it was big when it came out, and it still is pretty big, but it's a very average game. It's an idle game. It's woefully generic in a lot of aspects. It does have a couple of good, like the art of it's actually pretty good, but other than that, it's just your standard fare idle game. Like, there's not much more to say about it. Don't really play it. Don't bother. It's good. You can try it out if you want to, but it's not amazing. Like, it's okay. Okay, so then we have Cookie Run, which is a gacha game where you're obviously using cookie characters. I know a lot of people like this game, but I'm going to chuck it in B. I personally have tried it and I don't like it. I think for me personally, it's just the aesthetic. I don't like the aesthetic, and I can completely acknowledge for some people, this game will be really, really good. It might be an A even, or even an S. But for me personally, it's B. And this is my list, so I'm going to put it in B. Crash Fever, this is an older kind of game. I just decided to chuck in here because I needed to fill out the list, if I'm being completely honest with you. This one's a D. It's old, it's generic, it's just a match 3 game. It's nothing special, it's not great. Just don't bother with this one. I just needed something to fill out the list. Dragon Ball Legends. I would probably put this one in a B. It's got some good characters. Obviously, if you like Dragon Ball, you're going to enjoy this. Solid combat, but for me overall, I just feel like the game's a bit dated, a bit old. I understand this one's really popular, and I might get a bit of flack for putting this one in a B tier, but for me personally, it's just a... And I do like Dragon Ball, don't get me wrong, but it's not for me. It's not for me at all. Alchemy Stars, I'm going to give that one an A for Alchemy Stars. Sorry, that was a bad joke. Yeah, Alchemy Stars is pretty good. It's got a good combat system, very unique, very interesting. Character art is really good. It's relatively free-to-play friendly in terms of events. It's constantly trying new things. In a recent event, they had a game mode that was like an Animal Crossing kind of style game mode, kind of. Anyways, point is, it's a great game. I think you should definitely check it out. And now that I'm actually thinking about it, I'm probably going to bump this one down to the top of A, because these two games, I'd say, are very, very similar. Arknights, I'd say, is just a little bit better, but they cover a very similar kind of niche of what kind of thing you want to play. One's tower defense, one's like a puzzle kind of game, but you're going to be, yeah, basically, just check both these two games out here. I think they're both very solid, but I don't think Arknights is actually an S tier kind of game. I think it's pretty good, though. Alrighty, so next up on the list, we have Fire Emblem Heroes. Now, if I'm being honest, that's probably like a B tier game. It was good for the time and still is a pretty good game if you like Fire Emblem. It's a good strategy game, but it's old now. It's showing its age. It just doesn't compete with some of the newer gacha games, obviously, and I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Alrighty, so next up is Pokemon Masters. I'm sorry, I gotta give this one a C. I just did not enjoy this game. I don't think it's very good. I think Pokemon can do a lot better. Its battle system was kind of boring. The art was okay. The graphics, that being said, but the gameplay was boring. It was heavily monetized. It's a little bit better now, but honestly, I just didn't have a good time playing this game, and this is coming from someone who's like a mega Pokemon fan. I love Pokemon. I've played every Pokemon game multiple times through. I've done Nuzlocke. I've played fan games. I've played every Pokemon. Like, I've played so much Pokemon. I've done like competitive battling. I've done a bunch of things, and this game just wasn't it. If it had have incorporated like the actual Pokemon battling system into the game and done like an actual gacha game around that, I think it would have been good. But the problem was, it wasn't the Pokemon battling system. It was just kind of really just this watered down, shitty experience that I did not enjoy. Honestly, don't play this game. It's not good. Destiny Child. Now, this one, for those of you who are uninformed, this is one of the cultured gacha games, if you know what I mean. It's not like that H word. Like the H word I'm talking, it's not that, but it's very risque art style. But I'm gonna put this one in the C. Its art is freaking incredible. Just gonna say that if you're into that kind of style of art. But gameplay wise, it's kind of a bit poop. It's not great. It's not great. However, that being said, the game is very free-to-play friendly. It does offer tons of currency for events. I remember I logged in after like not playing for like a year, and I had like over 100 plus pulls in my like mailbox, which was insane. It was ridiculous. It was actually, I had so many pulls. Actually, no, it was like 100 plus 10. It was a ridiculous amount of pulls that I had. They just given me for free over time. It was great. But yeah, the gameplay-wise, this game gets brought down for because of its gameplay. It's just not great. It's not good. Alrighty, we have FGO or Fate Grand Order. If I'm being honest, for me, for this one, this is another B tier game. I understand people who like this game and love this game. There's a lot of strategy behind the characters and stuff. For this, me personally, I actually haven't played enough of it. I've played quite a bit. I've played a little bit, but I probably haven't played enough of it to be able to fully rate this game. So in my mind, of what I have played, it is a B tier. However, I very much could see it being an A tier game. A lot of people play this game for its story and characters. I don't know about the combat, whether it's amazing at later games, but I found in like the early to mid game that I had played, it was pretty easy. For me personally though, I'm not the biggest Fate fan. I don't mind Fate, but this game, I would say for me, is a solid B tier. For other people though, I can very easily see it being an A tier, but for me it's B tier. Raid Shadow Legends, that's just going straight into the F. I put that in for the meme picks, because fuck you Raid Shadow Legends, you can go piss off. This game is predatory, it's bad, it says like best graphics in mobile. It's not the best graphics in mobile, it's shit. It looks terrible, gameplay sucks, characters suck, graphics suck. Honestly, just don't touch this game with a 10-foot pole, it's horrid, do not play it. We have Idle Huntress. I put this game in because I did this recently on my channel. I'm going to put this in the D tier. It's another one of those cultured games like Destiny Child, but Destiny Child I think is a little bit better, has better art and stuff. This game is just a woefully generic idle gacha game that has a bit of, you know, the cultured art kind of thing. Alrighty, Punishing Grey Raven. I personally think this game is an S tier game. I've played the shit out of this game. It's so much fun. Has amazing graphics, amazing combat. Story's really, really good and emotional and great. It's fun to play. There's tons of different game modes. Well, when events are running, basically, normally there's not, but events are running all the time. They recently just did the Nier Automata event. They're still doing it. It's amazing. I love it. Honestly, overall, this game is just incredible. Character designs, combat is amazing. I think it's a really, really, really good game, and is only going to get even better over time, especially if you've looked at what's coming, because we have like 2 years behind in terms of content of like the CN version, and all the stuff that is going to be coming to us eventually is going to be amazing. Definitely S tier game. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. And they're making, the same developers are making a new game called Wuthering Waves, which is coming out who knows when. But there has been technical tests for it, and the game looks incredible. It's more like an open world game that is kind of like Punishing Grey Raven style. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be sick. I cannot wait for it. Another S tier game. I'm going to say this right now. Honkai Impact is incredible. In factuality, if I'm being honest, I'm going to chuck it up there with Genshin. I think Honkai Impact is actually better than Genshin, in my opinion. I'm not... Wait, sorry. Around that. Why is it not letting me swap? Yeah. I actually think Honkai Impact is better than Genshin. Now, you're probably saying this, but Genshin has higher production value and higher graphics, and that's why you said it was double S tier. Yes, that is true. However, I think Honkai's combat is better, gameplay is better, story is better, characters are better, good gacha system, bit better, more free-to-play friendly than Genshin. Just overall, the whole game is just better. There's more game modes, there's more content. Basically, if you like Genshin, and you want to play it, if you're okay with playing a slightly older game, Honkai Impact is just better Genshin Impact. And I'm not saying that as like I think it's actually true, and most people aren't aware that this is the thing. Honkai Impact is freaking incredible. Just try it. If you have only played Genshin, you've never played Honkai before, give Honkai a go, give it a bit of time to get into the actual game itself, and you will enjoy yourself a lot. Honkai Impact is amazing. It has a mobile client and a PC client if you want to check out both of those too. But yeah, I know I might be getting some people a bit angry by saying Honkai is better than Genshin, but that's my personal opinion. I think Honkai Impact is actually better than Genshin. And I'm super excited for Honkai Star Rail when that comes out, and Zenless Zone Zero. Those two games look like they're going to be freaking incredible. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good. Alright. Next up we have Illusion Connect. I'm going to be honest, that's a bit of a C-tier game. It was really fun when the game first came out. I first played it when launched. There was quite a bit of fun, some strategies and stuff, but the game has just kind of fallen off. It's not really doing too well. I just don't enjoy the game anymore. I think it's kind of crap. It was one of those games, a bit of a honeymoon phase, and then after that, everyone just like, oh yeah, this game's kind of just meh. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing too much about this one, but it's a C-tier game. Alright, Princess Connect. This is a game I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna put in B tier. I'm actually gonna put it at the top of B tier. I've actually played it more than I'm willing to admit. This game is really simple, but honestly, I just love the aesthetic, I love the art, I love the characters. I just had a lot of fun with this game, even though the gameplay and like gameplay modes are really simplified. There's really not much to the game. I don't know why, I just had a really fun time playing the game. I went and watched the anime, read the manga and stuff. I love this game, it's great, it's good, it's fun. Fun game if you want some cute waifus, trust me, just check it out. However, I can fully understand why some people wouldn't want to. There are some games in C tier that some people might say are better than this, and honestly, most people would probably put this game in C tier, but I'm going to put it in B tier just considering how much fun I actually have with this game. Alrighty, up next we have Blue Archive. I'm going to chuck this game straight into A tier. I think it's deserving of that. Yet again, it's kind of simple, but it has like good production value. It's got fun events. The gameplay is fun. I actually overall think this is a pretty dang good game. And yeah, if you're going to basically check out any game, this is a recent one that I think is actually pretty good. It has been published by Nexon, so do keep that in mind. However, Nexon, from my understanding, has been handling the game decently well. There's been a couple of hiccups along the way, but it's not like usual Nexon shenanigans. It's actually been done pretty well. Girls Frontline. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for what I'm about to do. I apologize. I am sorry. It is a C tier game. The art, world, and aesthetic is really good. If we're talking just purely on that, it's an S tier game. However, its gameplay is dated as shit. I'm sorry, like, you can say what you want about this game. It is every other aspect of this game is actually incredible. Like, it's really free-to-play friendly. There's amazing graphics. Amazing art, really good graphics. Like, actually, no, the chibi is kind of but like the art, the world, the aesthetic, the story, design, all of this stuff is like an S tier. But the gameplay brings it down for me, and that's what you're doing for 90% of this game, and it just kind of blows. However, because all the other aspects of the game are really good, I'm going to jump it up and put it in low B tier. However, for me personally, it's a C tier game. I just don't think it's good anymore. It needs to be updated. We need the new game that's been made. There's a Girls Frontline 2, and that game's probably going to be really good. But this one, currently, I'm sorry, I'm going to make a lot of people mad for this. It's not good. The gameplay is just not there. Konosuba Fantastic Days, yeah, it's another C tier game. It's fun. It's got the Konosuba license. If you like that, you're going to enjoy it. But the gameplay wise, it's not great. It's essentially the same game as Princess Connect. I just didn't have as much fun with it though. Azure Lane, I'm going to put into the same category as Girls Frontline for the same reasons. Great gameplay, great aesthetic, and all that kind of stuff. Decently free-to-play friendly, but the story is, the gameplay is just kind of shit. I'm sorry, it is. It's dated, it's old, which is fair enough because it came out quite a while ago. And then, last but not least, Regalia Lost. I actually don't even know if you can even play this game anymore. I'm sorry if you can't. This game was pretty decent. It was a Nintendo published game, but not a Nintendo IP. I'm going to put this one to B tier. I think this is a solid game. I think it was really good for the time. It's a little dated now, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Nice graphics, nice art. So yeah, guys, this is what my tier list would essentially be. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to be making more of these videos on the channel pretty soon. I'll be doing like another set of games, 25 different gacha games, so you can check out. So there will be a part 2 to this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bye guys.